So I had a nice debate today where a theist stated that, but that's the Old Testament. And after I finished laughing, I said to him, well, no, that's not true, because the New Testament affirms and reaffirms and holds the same laws dear as the Old Testament. If you don't believe me, I told him to please feel free to look up Matthew chapter 5 verses 18 through 19, where it plainly states that the laws of the Old Testament will be obeyed until the end of existence. No ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. Also, Luke chapter 16 verse 17 states that all of the laws will stay in effect until all of existence has passed away and all humans have passed away. So clearly, even Luke in the New Testament states that all the laws of the Old Testament, no matter how cruel, will be in effect. And Luke can't possibly be wrong. Of course, then there's 2 Peter 20 through 21 that states that the Old Testament shall not be left up to interpretation by anyone. So all the evil, cruel, hateful things that happened in the Old Testament stand firm even in the New Testament, and they shall not be taken away for any reason. 2 Peter. Also, in Mark chapter 7, 9 through 13 verses, Jesus criticizes the Jews for not murdering children for being disobedient. That's right, even in the New Testament, it stands firm and holds hands with the Old Testament in following the laws of the Old Testament. You will kill, you will murder your children for being disobedient. And that's Mark 7, verses 9 through 13. Furthermore, we have Matthew chapter 5, verse 27, where Jesus firmly believes that any laws that you break, such as adultery in the Bible, is not punishable by gouging out an eye or punishable by death, but death and eternal damnation in hell. So Jesus is even more cruel than his own Father, who only says, you shall die for adultery. He wants you to die, and he's going to send you to hell. So the next time a Christian, theist, or whatever it is they want to call themselves, states to you that, oh, well, that's just the Old Testament, or that's the Old Testament, we don't do that, we don't follow those rules anymore, oh, that's not binding, that's old world stuff from the Old Testament. You can be sure and tell them and feel confident in telling them that no, that's not true, because the New Testament plainly states that it will follow all of the rules, and none of the rules and laws or the prophets in the Old Testament shall be overlooked, and they shall be followed to the letter, to the dot, every iota. Nothing shall be changed from the Old Testament to the New. So congratulations, theists. Not only are you wrong, but you're effing wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for liking and subscribing. Please make sure and hit the bell down below to get notifications of when I post new videos.